What is going on? I am zmoT, also known as Anon Moose, also known as the king of tree bases. So if you have a better tree base than mine, I would love to see it. I still have not yet gotten that tree on the beach, which is somehow possible. But nonetheless, check out this beast of a base. This is my HQ17 with awful statues. My sculptor absolutely hates me. This is a good one to start out with a war factory. Before we get too far in, once we finish this, we're going to go up to another higher level, then up to another higher level. Do stick around because I'm giving away the prize, a huge, huge, massive prize from Supercell. I don't even know what it is, to be completely honest, because it's the new Supercell Boom Beach kit. It's got, like, I think it has pins and socks and stuffies and shirts and maybe posters. I don't entirely know because it was supposed to be for me, but I'm giving it to you guys. Anyways, let's keep going. We're going to get into our War Factory goodness. Let's have a look here, see what she has for me. Okay, so I guess what she has for us, not just for me. We got rocket launcher over here. That's going to be a bit of a concern. We've got shock launchers down here. Not really an issue. Shock launcher up here, also going to be an issue. But realistically, this looks fairly easy for low levels. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to get going. Going to clean this up using Everspark, drop her into that smoke, hoping that Doom Cannon, oh, that was way too close. Push the button, then flare. That is incredibly critical. Make sure you do it in that order or you're going to have a bad time. If you flare and push the button afterwards, she's just going to target the closest defense, which is going to be that cannon right there. And then you're going to be sad. So we're now going to hack this rocket launcher, throw the smoke slightly afterwards. Again, push the button, hit the flare, and then we're going to walk all the way over into here and take out this shock launcher, keeping our smokes somewhat reasonably in front of her. And it's that simple to get started. Don't, uh-oh, where are you going? She took a left turn there. So Everspark only walks like zookas in 90-degree angles and 45-degree angles. Decided the fastest point to get to that shock launcher was a left turn. Scared me a lot. At this point, I don't have enough GBE to do a heck of a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these two rocket launchers over here. That's a good start. And I'm going to clear these 4 mines right here because we will need those gone later on. And that's attack number 1. This is one that anyone who is XP 37 or higher should be able to beat. So if you're struggling, please do let me know. But with Everspark, this is going to simplify this one drastically. This is probably the easiest War Factory that I remember seeing in a long time. Yes, you can solo it using a variety of troops. We're not going to do that with low levels. Because what's the point? Low levels, there's no advantage to doing this in one attack besides a little bit of pride and a little bit of happiness, but just do it the easy way. That's what I'm here for. Do it the easy way, get this gone, and carry on with your day. You don't want to spend all your time reloading troops. Now, we're going to have to get rid of 2 rocket launchers this time and come back for the 3rd next time, simply because we don't have enough gunboat energy. I mean, if both of those would have gone down, we could have gotten the 3rd one, but as you can see there, we would have had to use 28 gunboat energy because we would have had to re-smoke, so made the right choice. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to drop all of our troops right into here. When I say all, I don't actually mean all, I mean most, because there's no point to having heavies right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flare that Doom Cannon. We're going to shock the Doom Cannon and the mortar, and then we're just going to hang out for a little bit. And hopefully we get enough gunboat energy to shock the mortar one more time. And hopefully, again, get enough gunboat energy to get rid of the mortar because everything else is just single shots. We're going to lose a couple troops, but it's not going to be the end of the world. So now we're going to run away as fast as we possibly can. Doom Cannon and mortar are gone. We've lost like 4 zookas. This is shaping up nicely. So look at that, 17 zookas lost. I thought it was way fewer than that, but obviously single shot defenses, shooting every 3 seconds, yada, yada, yada. We're going to use some diamonds here. What do I want to use? Yeah, let's use some diamonds. Okay. Next up, let's get going. We're going to get rid of that last rocket. Now you'll notice that I got rid of the 2 rockets closest to the core first. That last rocket probably maybe doesn't need to go. You might want to wait until my core hit and see. I'll check the range on that. But I'm just going to get rid of it, because that way we get a bigger margin for error, and we don't have anything else we really, really need Everspark to do for us on this attack, so might as well, is my theory. Now, over on the right-hand side, as you can see, there's really nothing else that's going to be a problem for us. Those machine guns, probably. Otherwise, we can just walk up to the core and do our thing. You know what? I'm going to re-smoke. I said I wasn't going to do anything. Did we get it? No. That's why I wasted some gunboat energy. Was thinking of getting rid of one of those mortars just because we're already there, but really doesn't matter whatsoever. So now what I'm going to do is, again, drop all of my zookas and none of my heavies, getting far, far away, and now we're going to use our gunboat energy on machine guns. Machine guns and squishy troops, not a great combo. Now, I don't have high-level artillery, obviously, because we're only HQ17, but one thing I do recommend, upgrade your artillery as soon as you can, upgrade your barrage as soon as you can. It's more important than high-level troops when you're at a low level, because if you can get rid of a defense using artillery, it means your troops don't have to worry about it. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's now just, I'm going to lose a couple more zookas here. I'm not overly concerned. It's more important to me to get rid of those darn machine guns as fast as we can, and then we're just going to retreat. Obviously my barrages and artilleries weren't super duper even, because that left-hand one is still up, but we're doing pretty darn awesome. Everything is cleared at this point. Now, I would probably do a core hit right now if it was me and no one was watching, but we're going to keep going up that right-hand side just because that's the best solution. Now, one other thing, I got to apologize to all of you. You guys are saying, like, where is the War Factory video? The video that I put out this morning, the sneak peek Mega Crab thing, was filmed like hours and hours ago. And it went up at 3 a.m. my time. So that is why I send up the teaser sometimes. It's pre-recorded. It's scheduled. I am not awake at that time of the day. I promise you. This War Factory comes up directly after I get out of the shower. Usually before I have coffee, sometimes before shower as well. Just trying to do my best for all of you, but sleep and family comes first. So thanks for your patience. I guess rather than saying sorry, I should say thank you. A lot of you do wait for my War Factory videos, and that's incredible. It really, really means a lot that you guys will wait to hit War Factory just to see if I have different ideas, or you'll come in and watch even if you've already done War Factory. So huge, huge shout out to every single one of you who does that. It means the world to me. It sounds a little bit cheesy, but it does. Because Supercell went and moved me from being in the best possible time zone for War Factory and events to being in basically the second worst time zone for events, and it's not super awesome on my side. So nonetheless, yeah, I mean, the worst for War Factory, the worst for warships. Like, being on the west coast of Canada is not awesome as far as events go. It's awesome for every other reason, but not awesome as far as events go. Now, that last flamethrower is scaring me. Okay, so that last little bit of delay when Everspark does her thing. Are there any lasers around? So always be careful with your critters and things when lasers are around. I was not super duper careful there. Managed to get a little bit lucky, but now we're just clearing towards core. Like, there's nothing to this. Most, if not all of our rifles are dead. So at this point, we're super duper safe to get all of our troops in nice and close, because zookas, for the most part, outrange flamethrowers. I only say for the most part because sometimes they don't if they bunch up, because troops love to bunch up. It's like they have this built-in desire to get blown up or shot in the face. We call those zookas heathers, the ones that step forward or walk in a different path than the rest. Very easy War Factory, though. Obviously didn't have to spend diamonds if I was a little bit more careful. Had an extra attack that we could have used instead. Hopefully this helps you out. HQ17, unboosted, low-level statues, low-level troops, low-level artillery, low-level barrage. Let's keep going. Now, by the way, I hope that prize pack has the playing cards. I use those more than anything. I love the Boom Beach playing cards. They are awesome. My kids love them. Favorite games right now, probably Speed and Crib, I would guess. Daughter likes Crazy Eights, but Speed is definitely winning there. We're going to pause, come back with a higher level account, and we will keep going. Back in just a moment. Okay, and just before we do this, just a reminder, like this is what we every week. If this helps you, these videos are out every week, so consider subscribing, consider clicking the bell, all of those wonderful, wonderful things. We're going to try an HQ18. This is my HQ18, by the way. XP46 Unboosted. We're going to try the solo here, and if we fail, we're just going to move on to the next account, and we will try a different solo. So we're going to try with the Zooka solo. You have probably seen this exact attack 400 times in the past. It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shock core hit, which I'm not going to have enough gunboat energy for. So what I'm going to do is over here, I'm going to drop 1 boat of Zookas. We're going to farm some gunboat energy. These ladies are going to be left to die. They are going to be dropped behind enemy lines and just left there. A little bit unfortunate. Also, that flag is slightly to the right. Would have preferred to get that next factory supplies that's to the left, but I think the machine gun's going to stop that. We'll find out in a second here. Too many Zookas going towards the machine gun, I think. But hopefully, not going to happen. I was really hoping to get, oh, we did, look at that. So perfect, we're gonna get an extra 12 gunboat energy. Not gonna be enough for 5 shocks regardless. 5 shocks is 85 gunboat energy, and we're not gonna have that when we get to core because we're only sitting at 110, but it was worth a shot. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a smoke right in there, and then we're gonna drop all of our Zookas in there. As you saw last time, the Doom Cannon shouldn't get any shots off, and now we're gonna walk right to that corner, and that should get all of our ladies into the position to blow things up. I did not just say get all of our ladies into the position. That was uncomfortably awkward. I guess it wasn't uncomfortably awkward until I made it uncomfortably awkward. Anyways, Zookas coming up. We are actually only 10 gunboat energy away from 5 shocks, which is kind of impressive. Now we just need to shock, and I guess shock here. I'm gonna, nope, don't even have it. Yeah, there we go. So I chose to shock the 3 rocket launchers instead of the 1 rocket launcher. Really doesn't make a difference, simply because 1 rocket launcher wrecks low-level troops, 3 rocket launchers wreck low-level troops. Didn't matter. Came fairly close to the solo. Possibly could have come over to the right-hand side. That probably would have been better. Come over here, flash kill the rocket launcher, perhaps. Or, like, see that? 51,000 health. That is how much health 1 full attack does. So maybe if you're a lower level, you want to, like, barrage that rocket launcher, then come and do the core hit. Regardless, we're going to switch accounts. We'll come back with a max level account, and we'll do something slightly, ever so slightly different, and give away a prize. Back in a second. I swear. Now, I was just thinking, could we have gotten the solo if I had all 7 boats? Maybe? I don't know if that left-hand boat did anything good for us, except for give us almost enough gunboat energy for that 5th shock. So consider maybe not doing that. What we're going to do here is I'm going to try the solo using all Bombardiers simply because I saw someone else do it in our task force. Shout out to Peter, who was living in France and is now in Netherlands. So Peter, who is my bike ninja, my bike mentor. I'm not quite sure what the word I'm looking for there, but we're going to use Private Bullet. Let's get into this. And yes, I do look at other people's attacks. This is not 100. This, especially today, like I woke up, he had already posted in chat, checked it out at my high level. This is not just me coming all from me. There are other resources involved as well. I love all of the attackers in our task force. Yeah, I'll do this right here. Peter coming up with a solo. I'll show you his if mine fails, because I watched it quickly. I think I have an idea of what the heck to do, and we'll just have to go and have a look. Actually, you know what? Let's give away a prize first. I don't have the fancy wheel because there were too many entries. What I did was I put all the names into a pick a winner tool, and I can't even believe what came up. So this is, I guess, a drum roll. I should really have a soundboard here. Kalifos giving me the shout out saying I need to get a soundboard. No sad trombone today. It is all about the drum roll and the ta-da. It's Hellcat. This blew my mind. Hellcat is one of the guys in our task force group, and of the 160 entries, he won, which is sort of ridiculous. I guess we do have a bunch of people from our task force that put their names in. But man, Hellcat, I owed you a prize from before. I was supposed to mail you a sticker. Hit me up on Discord and I will give you the code. This is not coming from me. This is coming directly from Supercell. So you don't have to worry about me going to the post office right now or me finding the energy to find a stamp or something like that. Anyways, huge shout out to Hellcat. He's been a subscriber for a long time. Massive prize. I would love this prize. Hopefully he sends me pictures of whatever the heck he gets, and I will share them with you. Anyways, Hellcat, huge congrats. Without further ado, let's get into Gearheart and see what we can do on this one. Now, I'm just going to copy Peter on this one. I personally wouldn't have thought to artillery the rocket launcher, but he did it, so I'm doing it because it worked for him, which probably means it's not going to work for me. Do you know that feeling when you're like, I know you're saying that I should go to 9 o'clock, but I really want to go to 3 o'clock, and then you go to 9 o'clock on, we're talking core hits, by the way, on operation attacks. So this doesn't feel supernatural to me, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work. So we're going to drop all of those gunboat energies on that rocket launcher. Then we're going to drop Bullet up front, and then we're going to drop all of our Bombardiers in behind, and we're just going to hang out for a while. I mean, it's that simple, hoping that we can keep all of our Bombardiers in behind Mr. Bullet, because if any of them go forward, things are not going to be super duper awesome. With Energy Drink, you want Bullet to get into the red. The farther he gets into the red, the faster he shoots, the more damage he does, and it's awesome. There's just a little bit of a weird little balance there, because if he goes too far into the red, he dies. And so, Captain Obvious here. So that is where you need to be super careful. Watch his health like a hawk, and then just make sure you don't let him get too far into the red, because if he gets into the dead, he's not coming back. You can't use Kavan to revive Mr. Bullet, unfortunately. So could you imagine two heroes if you could get like second wind to like level 10 and bring back Bullet or something ridiculous like that? That would be insane. So Bullet hanging out in the red. This account does not have Troop Health. Troop Health is the best thing that ever happened to Private Bullet, simply because his ability brings back 35%, and if your 35% is 55,000 or 100,000, very, very different. So I know Energy Drink is listed as doing a certain percentage, but you have to remember Troop Health is a magical thing, and it's actually bringing back a lot more than just what it says it is, if that makes any sense at all. So statue support is hugely important for many, many things. You know what? I'm kind of worried we're going to run out of time here. We're going to shock this right here, just keeping an eye on Bullet. Now, the other thing to be aware of is when I said you want him to get into the red, obviously, that you need to be careful around shock launchers, because if he gets into the red and you can't actually get him back because he's shocked, bad things are going to happen. So at this point, I think we're good. I just need to get a shock right here because we need to get rid of that shock launcher, and I'm going to throw a shock right here because we need to get rid of some of this stuff. And at this point, I think we're going to pull off the solo. I think we're going to outrange those rocket launchers. I think we're out of range of... Nope, we're not going to outrange those rocket launchers. Maybe? I thought we were. I think maybe we're going to outrange them with some of our troops. Ugh, just gross. Let's get a medkit out just in case it's going to be super close. Rocket launchers versus look at our medkits, and I did not boost them on the tribes, by the way. So those are just natural medkits, no steroids involved whatsoever. Super simple solo. SSS. There are many, what is that called? Alliteration. Yes, my grade 10 English teacher would be so proud. What's her name? Oh, I can't even remember, but she was the best. Anyways, that was a couple years ago. I think like maybe 6 or 7. Anyways, that's it for me. Huge winner. Congrats to Hellcat. Shout out to all of you that entered. If you're not sure what the heck I'm even talking about, I will throw a card to the video. Basically, you had to put a bike in the description of my video. I don't like to call my prize giveaway videos. That way I get those of you who are watching just because you love me or because you happen to stumble upon it, as opposed to those of you who look for titles that say prizes and go, gimme, gimme, gimme. Anyways, that's it for me. Mega Crab is coming mega soon. I will probably be doing a live stream tomorrow. I'm going to try my best. Work, life, kids are out of school now. I will do my best, I promise. Anyways, as always, thanks for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, clicking the bell, more importantly, commenting with pictures of sweet bikes. If you have a better tree base, hit me up with comments. imgur.com is the best place to post them, I think. Anyways, talk to you soon. As always, I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.